lesson 4. In this session we are going to start section 1.2 in the book. Section 1.2 begins with slope. Slope has 4 cases. The first case, if we look at the graph from left to right, the graph is increasing. This means the slope is positive. If from left to right the graph is decreasing, this means the slope is negative. If the line is a complete horizontal line, this means the slope is 0. If the slope is undefined, the line is vertical. There are many ways to find slope. The first and the easiest way is finding slope from 2 points. The 2 points, we consider them as x1, y1, x2, y2. Then slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. There's another way of finding slope. Slope from graph or triangle. It's rise, means the vertical side, over run, which is the horizontal side. If the vertical side is going up, the rise part will be positive. If the horizontal part is going right, the denominator will be positive. If this goes left or this goes down, this makes the graph negative. Now, let's see this. Find the slope of this line. Rise over run. So, rise is 4 units, run is 2 units, 4 over 2, that's 2. Another way of finding slope on graph is as follows. Mark 2 points on the graph, 2 points with easy coordinates, coordinates that you can tell. If I choose this point, I don't know what's exactly the coordinates of this point. So we should choose good points that we can tell the coordinate. The coordinate of this point is 2, 5. The coordinate of this point is 0, 1. Now let's put these 2 points in the rule y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Slope is y2 is 5, y1 is 1. 5 minus 1 is the numerator. Denominator is 2 minus 0. Be extremely careful. When you say 5 minus 2, you must say 2 minus 0 in the denominator. If you switch any of them, the answer will not be right. Now 5 minus 1 is 4. 2 minus 0 is 2. 4 over 2 is 2. This line from left to right is increasing. This means the answer is correct. Exercise 1.2. We have 4 questions here. In exercise 1 to 4, estimate the slope of the line. Now, here, I either can mark 2 good points, then write them in the rule, or we can go with rise over run. Rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. Run is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Or let's just go with the rule. Slope is y2 minus y1. What's the coordinate of this point? That's 4, 4. And the coordinates of this point is 2, 0. Then 4 minus 0 over 4 minus 2, it will obviously be 4 over 2, which is 2. Second, this is a complete horizontal line. The slope is 0. The reason, if I choose any points on this line, they have the y values the same. I will have 2 minus 2 in the numerator, and in the denominator I will have 4 minus 0 or any other number. That will be 0 over 4, which makes the slope 0. This is why horizontal line have the same y value everywhere, then the slope will be always like 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. The y value is the same. This makes the slope always 0. Here, this line is decreasing from left to right. We can go with rise over run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. we can say negative 5 over 2, or you can just choose two coordinates, 2 points with good coordinates. The first point is 1, 4. Second point is 3, negative 1. Now, 4 minus negative 1, y2 minus y1, over x2, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 4 minus minus 1 is 5. Then there is no difference between 5 over negative 2 or negative 5 over 2 or negative then 5 over 2. They are all the same. Then the slope is negative 5 over 2. Finally, a vertical line has the slope undefined. You might wonder why. Let's choose 2 points on this line. I want to choose this point. You can choose any point on the line and this point. This point is 2, 3. This point is 2, 0. When I write the rule, y2 minus y1, 3 minus 0 has no problem, it's 3. But x2 minus x1 will be 2 minus 2. This is 3 over 2, and this is undefined. Any number over 0 is undefined. Now we solved all the 4 questions. We found the slopes. Now we are going to find points. In exercise 5 to 10, sketch the graph of each line that passes through the given point and the given slope. To graph any straight line, we need 2 points and a straight line between them. 1 point is given, the slope is given. Now we're going to use the slope to find another point. We already know 1 point. We will find another point, draw a straight line between them. This will be the graph. We know slope is y over x. We know in points, the first number is x, the second number is y. Here, the first number is x, the second number is y, and we know slope is y over x. Then this slope of question 5 is just 1. Just 1 means 1 over 1. The upper number is for y, the lower number is for x. So we're going to add the upper number to the y of the point and add the lower number to the x of the point. 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. So y is 4, x is 3, the point is 3, 4. I have 1 point, 2, 3. I got another point, 3, 4. Let's plot the 2 points and place a straight line between them. The point 2, 3 is right here. The point 3, 4 is here. If I place a straight line between them and extend the straight line beyond both points, this line is the graph of the line that has this point and this slope. Let's do question 6. Again, we know slope is y over x. The upper number we added to the y value of the point. The lower number we added to the x value of the point. Now, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. 1 plus negative 4 is negative 3. So I already have 1 point, negative 4, 1. Negative 4, 1 is this point. This is 0, 2. Between them is 1. This is the point, negative 4, 1. And the other point is negative 3, negative 2. Negative 3 in x is here, between negative 2 and negative 4. And negative 2 is right here. Then place a straight line between them. This will be the graph of the line that has this slope and passes through this point. The new point is negative 3, negative 2. We did this. Now let's do this question 8. Slope is 0. When slope is 0, the line is horizontal. When the line is horizontal, what matters is only the y value. In this point, the y value is 1. Then we are dealing with a horizontal straight line that passes through 1 on y-axis. This is it. For such questions, we don't need an extra point in order to be able to draw. Slope is undefined. We know the line is vertical. When the line is vertical, y doesn't matter, only x. The x value is -4. This line is a vertical straight line through -4 in x-axis. Let's do this question 9 practically. The upper number is -3. The lower number is 2. Then the point is 2, 3. This upper goes with the y value. This lower goes with the x value. This makes -3 plus 3. That is 0. 2 plus 2. That is 4. The other extra point is x is 4, y is 0. Remember that here we are dealing with y and here x. And in any point, the x value should be the first entry, the y value is the second entry. Now I already have a point, 2, 3. 2, 3 is right here. The other point is 4, 0, just here. The slope is negative. From the 2 points, I can tell the line I'm about to draw is decreasing. This is the line that passes through both points. In exercise 11 to 14, find the slope of the line passing through the 2 given points. Here we are only about to use the rule of slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Question 11, we have 2 points. Then you are free to set any of them as x2, y2, any of them as x1, y1. But once you made your decision, once you set 2 minus -4, you must say 5 minus 3. Then 2 minus -4 is 6, because minus minus is plus. 5 minus 3 is 2. 6 over 2 is 3. The slope between these 2 points is 3. 12. Let's do 12. y2 minus y1, -2 minus -2. The y value didn't change. What does that mean? We are dealing with some horizontal line. But let's say we are not aware of that. Normally calculate the slope over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 3. I got 0 over 1. 0 over 1 is 0. When slope is 0, the line is horizontal. When the line is horizontal, I know it's just a horizontal straight line that passes through -2, because when we are dealing with horizontal line, only y value matters. This one, if you look at it, x value didn't change. So when I say y2 minus y1, 5 minus 1 is 4, but 2 minus 2 is 0. I will get 4 over 0. 4 over 0 is undefined. The slope is undefined. This means the line is vertical. When the line is vertical, only the x value matters. So the graph of this is a vertical straight line through 2 on x-axis. Question 13, the points, the coordinates are fraction. Let's see how can we deal with it. The way we deal with it is the same. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1, these 2 fractions, over x2 minus x1, these 2 negative fractions, no problem. Then 1 over 6 minus 2 over 3, we need common denominators. Common denominator for 3 and 6 is 6. How 3 becomes 6? Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. We do this. this will be 1 over 6 minus 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 4 over 6. 1 over 6 minus 4 over 6, we have same denominators, we directly subtract. 1 minus 4 is negative 3 over 6. This is what happens for the numerator. In the denominator we have 4, we have 2, 4 is the common denominator. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2, this will be 2 over 4. Then we will have a fraction, negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1 over 4. Now what I have here is fraction divide by fraction. Whenever you see this, you cannot do this by calculator all the time. See the actual way. Fraction is division. Then I have a fraction, divide by another fraction. Follow KCF. KCF. K means keep the upper fraction. Negative 6 or negative 3 over 6 is the same. By the way, negative cancels negative. 3 over 6 is the same. Keep the upper fraction. C means change the division to multiplication. Isn't this fraction division? Then instead of division, write times between them. F, KCF, F, flip the fraction below. This fraction should be flipped. It's 1 over 4, it should be 4 over 1. Then 4 over 1. In multiplication of fractions, we simply multiply numerators together and denominators together. 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times 1 is 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So the slope of question 13, the points are with fraction. The slope is 2. Remember this note? This is how you divide a fraction by another fraction. Keep the upper one, change division to multiplication, flip the lower one. Find the equation of a line. To find the equation of a line, there are two components that are very, very important. The first one is the slope of the line. The second one is a point that the line passes through. Always when you see find equation of the line, search for slope, point. If we know them, we write them both in the rule y minus y1 equal mx minus x1, then we will get the equation of the line with the given slope and the given point. Look at this example. Find the equation of line having the slope 3. So this is the first thing we need. And a point. That's the second thing. In the point, the first entry is x, so we called x1. The second entry is y, that's y1. So we have x1, y1. In the rule y minus y1, this y1 is a number. y1 is a number, x1 is also a number. X and y in the rule, they stay as x and y. M is slope. Now, for this question, we know the slope. We know x1, y1. Let's just write them in the rule. Y minus y1 is negative 2. Y minus negative 2 equal to slope is 3. So I write 3 x minus x1, which is 1. Now this is the equation of the line. I need only some simplification. 3 multiplied by inside. This will be 3x minus 3. Minus minus will be plus, y plus 2. Then if x and y are on the same side, the equation equal to 0, it's called the general form. Let's write this in the general form. Or we can write it in the standard form. That's y equal to 3x minus 3 minus 2. Then y equal to 3x minus 5. Means fx equal to 3x minus 5. This is the equation of the line. If we send 3x minus 5 to the other side, make the equation equal to 0, This is called the general form. There is no difference between them. They are all the equation of the same line. Here, find the equation of a line with slope 2, slope negative 2, that passes through the point 1, 1. Let's make it clear. What do we have? What do we find? Slope is negative 2. Point is 1, 1. The rule y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. Replace them. Y minus 1 equal to negative 2, x minus 1. Simplify. Y minus 1 equal to negative 2x plus 2. Then everything to the other side. Y plus 2x minus 1 minus 2 equal to 0. Y plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Or we can write y plus 2x equal to 3, or y equal to negative 2x plus 3. They are all the same thing. This is the answer. We have some other exercise. Let's focus on finding the equation, not sketching. We know how to sketch straight lines already. Let's find the equation of each line. Y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. This is the rule of equation of straight line. The point is x1, y1. It's given. Slope is 3 over 4. Write them. Y minus 3 equal 3 over 4 x minus 0. Simplifying this, in order to remove this 4 in the denominator, to get rid of the fraction, multiply everything by 4. This will be 4y minus 12 equal to 3x. Then 3x to the other side, 4y minus 3x minus 12 equal to 0. This is the general form. 24, same idea. Slope is 3. The point is 3, negative 2. And you can see the answer. For this one, 25, if you look at the question, slope is 0. When slope is 0, we are dealing with a horizontal straight line. When we have horizontal line, what matters is the y value. We can directly say y equal 4 is the equation of the line. Or we can follow this rule. At the end, we will see y equal to 4 because it's the equation of the line that has this point and this slope. When slope is undefined, the line is vertical. When we are dealing with vertical, only x value matters. X value is negative 2, so the equation is x value is negative 1, so the equation is x equal to negative 1. Because the slope is undefined, the line is vertical. Slope is 0, 0. Let's do this, 27. We have space here. Y minus y1, y minus 0 equal m is 2 over 3, x minus 0. Because points x1, y1 are 0, 0. Now I have y equal to 2 over 3 x. In order to get rid of this 3, I can multiply everything by 3. Then 3y equal to 2x. This is the equation of this line. Okay, this is the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to see the other videos.